Hello, my name is Samagra Surya Misra. Today I go to explain summary of three questions. Chapter 1, Subject English, Book Honeycomb, Writer Leo Tolstoy. Once upon a time, there was a king. He wanted to never fail in his life if he knew three questions answer. The three questions are: what is the right time to begin something? Second, which people should he listen to? Third, what is the most important thing for him to do? The king sent his messenger in his kingdom, and the king promised who would answer the three questions correctly, the king rewarded him a large amount of money. Many wise men came to the king's palace, but they are answered differently. In the reply to the first question, some said the king prepare a timetable and follow it strictly, while others said that the king needed a council of wise men who helped him to act at the proper time. In the reply to the second question, some said that people must necessary to the king were his counselors. Others said that priest. A few others choose doctor, and while others said that soldier is the most necessary. In the answer to the third question, some said science, others choose fighting, and yet other religious worship. The king was not satisfied with his answer, so he cannot rewarded anyone. To finding his answer, he go to hermit's huts. Hermits lived in forest. He meet only simple people. So the king wear and plain clothes and go the hermit house. When the king reached the hermit hut, the hermit was digging the ground in front of his hut. He greeted the king and continued digging. The king requested him to answer these three questions. The hermit listened to the king but did not speak. The hermit was old and weak. He was breathing heavily. Therefore, the king took a spade from him and started digging. Continue digging the ground till evening. Again, king repeated his question. At that moment, someone came running toward the hermit huts. His hands were preserved against his bleeding stomach. As he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. The king redressed the wounded man, and the king and hermit carried him into the hut and laid him on the bed. Next morning, the bearded man asked for the king's forgiveness. He told to the king that he wanted to kill him because the king had killed his brother and seized his property. He wanted to kill the king while returning from hermit palace. But as the king did not return, so he left the hiding place and came upon the king bodyguard, who recognized the enemy and wounded him. After listening with the king forgave the man and returned all his property. Before leaving, the king wished once more to get answer to the question. The hermit was sowing seeds in the beds. The king repeated his question. The hermit and sought the king. The most important time is now, because it is the only time when we have the power to act. The most important person at a particular moment, it is we ourselves, because future is unknown to all of us, and there is always an uncertainty about meeting anyone else. The most important job is to do help other, because We have sent in this world by God only one motive.